Hello and welcome back. It's time to predict the scores of game week 37 of this 2023-2024 championship season. Games coming thick and fast now. It's just 10 game rounds to complete. It all kicks off in game week 37 though at Hillsborough, where Sheffield Wednesday take on Leeds United, and both of these teams are in fine form. Sheffield Wednesday 4 wins on the bounce, and Leeds United winning 6 of their last 7 matches. Tough one to call, this one. However, Leeds United currently in 3rd position. They'll need to pull out all the stops really to get back into the automatic promotion picture. So I predict a 2-1 victory to Leeds. Next up, first of the Saturday fixtures, we've got Blackburn coming up against Plymouth Argyle. Both of these teams kind of finding it hard to win matches. Plymouth haven't been too great on the road this season. Blackburn, lots of draws. Could end up in a draw, but I think Blackburn will take the spoils in this one in a 1-0 victory. Then next up, we've got Cardiff City coming up against Ipswich Town. Both of these teams on a good winning streak. Ipswich 6 on the bounce now, and Cardiff 3 on the bounce, and looking very solid at the back. This one's a tough one to call. 2 clean sheets for Cardiff City. I think it's going to end up in a draw, 1-1. Then we move to the John Smith Stadium, where Huddersfield Town have been in fairly decent form against West Brom, who really need to cement themselves in that playoff picture, which I think they will come the end of the season. Another one that's going to be tight, but I fancy West Brom just to take all 3 points, as I watched Huddersfield on Wednesday evening, and they were solid without being spectacular. Next up, we can go to the MKM Stadium, where Hull City take on Leicester. Hull undefeated in the last 6. Leicester getting back to winning ways last time out with a 1-0 victory against Sunderland. Another tight one. Fancy Hull to score, but I think Leicester will come away with all 3 points in the 2-1 victory. Then we move to the Den, where Millwall take on Birmingham City. Neil Harris really turning fortunes around for Millwall. Birmingham getting back to a draw against Hull, which was a decent result last time out, but I fancy Millwall to take all 3 points in a 2-1 victory. We then move on to Carrow Road, where Norwich, defeated for the first time in 6 matches, take on Rotherham, who are, as we said, dead and buried, smashed by Coventry 5-0. Only one winner in this one, and I can see Norwich running out 2-0 winners. Then we move to Deepdale, where Preston North End take on Stoke City. Preston, of course, didn't play midweek, so they got a little bit of a rest here. A draw back last weekend against Hull, 0-0, and Stoke City to come into a 1-0 Leeds United defeat. This one, another tight one. I fancy Preston at home to beat Stoke 1-0. We then move on to Loftus Road, where QPR held to a 2-2 draw against West Brom in their last fixture. Middlesbrough returning to winning ways with a 3-1 victory over Norwich. Tough one to call, this one. Bookies have got QPR as favourites, but I think it's going to end up in a draw, 1-1. Then we move to St Mary's, where Southampton take on Sunderland. Of course, Southampton didn't play midweek because of that fire near their ground. Last weekend they came with a 4-3 victory and a bit of a thriller there against Birmingham. Sunderland on a terrible run of form. I can only see one winner in this one. That's going to be Southampton, and I can see them running out 3-1 winners. Then we move on to Vicarage Road, where Watford take on Coventry. Watford drawing against Swansea, come back in that match to equalise in the second half, I think it was. And Coventry with that 5-0 victory against Rotherham. I think Coventry will take all 3 points in this one with a 2-0 away victory. And then we have Bristol City taking on Swansea in a 7-side derby, or who hates the Cardiff most derby. Bristol City 4 defeats on the trot. Swansea actually doing alright, playing quite well. Unfortunate not to win at Watford, but I fancy the Jacks to win this one. I'm going to go for a 1-0 away victory to the Jacks. And then the final fixture of this game week, it's a rearranged fixture. Birmingham taking on Middlesbrough. I had a 1-1 draw earlier in the season. I'm going to stick to that scoreline. So Birmingham 1, Middlesbrough 1. So that concludes my predictions. But how did everyone get on in game week 36? Well, top scorer with 20.5 points was Harry Doherty. 4 perfect scores as well, an excellent return for the game week. Big Bad Bob in second position. 3 perfect scores gave Bob 18 points. And the overall leaderboard, once again, Alex Cochran at the top of the table, with Berra 5553 in second position, and Summer of 2018 moving up a couple of spaces into third position. So there we have it, guys. That's it for game week 37. Make sure you leave your predictions over at the Superbru website. Enjoy your championship weekend. Thick and fast, these fixtures coming at us like a train. Enjoy yourself over the weekend. I'll see you all in the next video.